Alright, this is something that just came in today. I saw it on Newegg site, thought it was really cool to look at. Saw that it was a new arrival and saw that it had no reviews yet. So, I thought, hey, I could review this. This is the Raidmax Hybodus, or whatever it's called. I've never heard of Raidmax, but I've seen other cases of them, and they got lower, about mid-range reviews. So let's see if this fares any better. I'm gonna open it up and let you see what's inside. Alright, taking it out of the box has revealed that it's got some pretty hard foam, actually, and not a lot of it. So I would not expect this to do incredibly well during shipment if you have a fully loaded system. So, taking out the bottom piece. It's not a very heavy case. It's being lifted by this plastic, as you can see. Will that reflect on the quality? I don't know yet. We'll find out. I will say though that it looks really nice here. And it feels nice too. Although I'm pretty sure that it will get scratched up pretty easily. Power button, reset button, USB 3, 2, and headphone mic jack. You'll see that it's got a 120mm fan slot on each side. It does this so that it can get all the airflow that it needs. Give me 1 second. Alright, one quick thing to note that I just found out is that the entire plastic part of the body has come right off with ease by simply pulling on the back. And now you have access to all the fan slots. And that's pretty cool. Yep. I'm gonna get to building. Alright. It's all put together. And don't worry about the shaking, it's only my crappy ass table. I was able to get every 120mm fan in, except for one over by the power supply, because if you have a thicker fan like this, or especially if you have a much thicker fan like this, then it's not going to work. It needs to be an ultra thin one in order to work with the power supply right there. But let's see what we got. I found out that you do not need to have just the top one off or just the bottom one off. They actually come off separately, although they seem to come off the best if you take the top one off. So I got a 120mm fan there, 2 there. I put an 80mm fan there just to max out all the cooling potential. And I had a lot of extra wire, so I zip tied them all together, and I should probably zip tie it to the case too, just for better airflow and aesthetics. And then this thing is looking, like I said before, a lot like either the Alien Aurora case, or actually now that I look at it, one of Raven's Silverstone Raven cases. And that's pretty neat, considering that it's only $40 or something. Yeah, this is a $40 case. So many of the complaints I had can be justified, like how there's no rubber grommets or anything. And also the crappy case feet. I put a 120mm fan here, and another 80mm fan here. I have dual GPUs to just show what this little tiny case is capable of. I got this case so that it could be like a little brother to the Alienware Aurora, and I found out what this little switch is. You'll see that in a second. It lights up this little bar down here. You can see the LEDs in there. Whether or not it's user controllable, I don't think so. Nope. It's just on or off. It would have been really cool to see it user modifiable. But the quality of this, other than the top plastic being a little bit prone to scratches, I found, it's pretty good. All the side panels are pretty rugged, the insides are sturdy, and the only real thing I found putting it together was that it doesn't come with enough standoffs to put on all the little spaces, so I had to leave one standoff off of the motherboard. Speaking of the motherboard, let's see what I have in there. Because it's a very tiny case, there's limited space for cable management, but I think I did okay. It's a base test system. I should have routed this around somewhere, but then it would get caught in either the top fan there or that little fan there. Memory cards, 2 video cards. Actually, I need an SLI bridge for that. I found the SLI bridge for that. Let's see if an SLI bridge will take up too much space. Oh, that's a crossfire bridge. Ha! No wonder it didn't want to fit too well. I should point out that only one of these back panel things was removable. The other 3 were the kind where you bend it and they break off, non-reusable. Where is that? That's a live bridge. Could have sworn I had one. I guess not. It's just going to be a test system. I'm going to power it up so you can see all the fan lights and stuff, but that's about it. Oh, I didn't even get this second PCIe plug-in. Shows how prepared I am. And yeah, the only way to really get the side panel fans on is to have something like this. There we go. Alright, I'll get to you when it's all powered up. Alright, here it is as default settings. See the 2 fans there, fan on the side, fan on top. Putting the front cover on, you're going to see it's not quite this loud. With some PWM fan control, it'll definitely be a lot quieter than this. Here's how it looks inside. Overall, this is a very good little case. I highly recommend it. Just be sure you have a few extra standoffs in case you have a larger motherboard, like this M-ATX one. Other than that, great system. I wish I could keep this little setup as it is, but the motherboard is bad. The CPU socket's bad. So I gotta get rid of it somehow. As in, it already sold. Oh yeah, as for that front light, here's what it looks like. So it'll look like that. Like what you see, it's only $40 on Newegg. Thanks, Game Boy out. See you next time.